A chance encounter. It was the first day of the new semester, and Sam felt the familiar stir of anticipation mixed with a tinge of anxiety. He had always prided himself on being focused, head down, eyes forward, driven by academic goals. But today, something was different. The air seemed crisper, the sun a little warmer, and the campus buzzed with an energy that set his nerves tingling. As he walked across the sprawling green lawns of the campus, Sam's thoughts were a chaotic swirl of excitement and apprehension. He wondered what the semester would bring, unaware that today would be more memorable than he ever imagined. The entrance to the library loomed ahead, a place of refuge and focus for Sam. He had spent countless hours there, lost in the world of books, notes, and quiet concentration. Today was supposed to be no different. But as he approached the steps, his mind wandered, distracted by the beauty of the day and the possibilities it held. And then it happened. In an instant, Sam was jolted from his thoughts by a soft, unexpected collision. The impact was gentle, more of a brush than a bump, but it was enough to send the stack of books he was carrying tumbling to the ground. He stumbled slightly, regaining his balance just in time to avoid falling. "I'm so sorry," came a hurried, apologetic voice. Sam blinked, momentarily disoriented, and looked up to see who had spoken. His breath caught in his throat. Standing before him was a girl, her expression a mix of concern and embarrassment. Her eyes were a deep, mesmerizing green, the kind of green that evoked images of lush forests and tranquil lakes. Her dark hair fell in soft waves around her face, slightly tousled from the encounter, and her cheeks were tinged with a rosy blush. For a moment, Sam forgot how to speak. All he could do was stare, captivated by the stranger in front of him. "I wasn't looking where I was going," she continued, her voice soft and melodic, snapping Sam out of his trance. "Are you okay?" Yeah, I'm fine," Sam managed to say, quickly crouching down to help her gather the scattered books. "It's my fault too. I was distracted." They both reached for the same book at the same time, and as their hands brushed against each other, a spark of electricity seemed to pass between them. Sam's heart skipped a beat, and he glanced up to see her smiling shyly, her eyes reflecting a mixture of amusement and curiosity. "Thanks," she said, taking the book from him. "I'm Mia, by the way." "Sam," he replied, trying to keep his voice steady despite the rapid pounding of his heart. "Nice to meet you." As they stood up, Sam noticed how effortlessly graceful she was. Even after the minor collision, she carried herself with a natural poise that left him slightly awestruck. He handed her the last of her books, and they both shared a nervous chuckle, the tension between them melting away. "Are you headed to the library too?" Mia asked, her smile warm and inviting, easing Sam's lingering nerves. "Yeah," Sam nodded, still trying to process what had just happened. "I was going to study for a bit." "Mind if I join you?" she asked, her eyes sparkling with genuine interest. Sam felt a surge of nervous excitement. He had never been the type to interact easily with new people, let alone someone who made him feel this way. But there was something about Mia that put him at ease, as if they were already friends. "Sure," he said, hoping his voice sounded casual despite the butterflies in his stomach. "I'd like that." They walked into the library together, the grand doors opening to reveal rows upon rows of books, the scent of old paper mingling with the soft hush of whispers and the rustling of pages. The library was a place of solace for Sam, but today it felt like the start of an adventure. They found a quiet corner by a large window overlooking the campus, where sunlight streamed in, casting a golden glow on the wooden tables. As they settled into their seats, Sam stole a glance at Mia. She was flipping through one of her books, a small smile playing on her lips, completely at ease in the tranquil environment. Sam felt his usual nervousness beginning to dissipate. Mia had a calming presence, a warmth that made him feel as though they had known each other far longer than just a few minutes. He found himself relaxing, the usual tension in his shoulders easing as they began to study side by side. Between chapters and notes, they started talking. What began as small talk quickly evolved into deeper conversations about their classes, their favorite books, and their hobbies. Sam discovered that Mia shared his love for classic literature and had a keen interest in art, a subject he knew little about, but was eager to learn. They laughed together as they swapped stories about their professors and the quirky characters they encountered on campus. Mia's laughter was like music to Sam's ears, a light, melodic sound that made him smile more than he had in a long time. The more they talked, the more he realized how much they had in common. It was as if the universe had conspired to bring them together at just the right moment. Time passed quickly, the hours slipping away unnoticed as they became lost in conversation and study. The library, once bustling with students, gradually emptied, leaving them almost alone in their cozy corner. Outside, the sky was ablaze with the colors of the setting sun, casting long shadows across the floor. As the soft amber glow of the evening began to fill the library, Sam knew it was time to go, though he wished the day could last a little longer. Reluctantly, they packed up their books, their conversation still flowing effortlessly. As they walked out of the library together, the cool evening air greeted them. The campus was quieter now, the hustle and bustle of the day replaced by a serene stillness. The path ahead was lined with street lamps that cast pools of light onto the cobblestone walkway. "I had a great time today," Mia said, as they reached the steps of the library, her eyes meeting Sam's with a sincere smile. "Me too," Sam replied, his heart swelling with happiness. He hesitated for a moment, then gathered the courage to ask, "Maybe we could do this again sometime?" Mia's smile widened, her eyes twinkling with a mix of delight and anticipation. "I'd like that," she said, her voice soft yet filled with certainty. They exchanged numbers, the simple act feeling momentous to Sam. As Mia turned to leave, she glanced back at him one last time, her smile lingering before she walked away. Sam watched her disappear into the evening, his heart light and his mind filled with the possibilities of what could come next. As he stood there, alone on the library steps, Sam couldn't stop grinning. What had started as a chance encounter had turned into one of the best days of his life. Meeting Mia had been unexpected, but it felt like destiny, a serendipitous moment that marked the beginning of something special. For the first time in a long while, Sam felt a sense of excitement and hope for the future. The day had brought him more than just a new semester. It had brought him the possibility of a new connection, one that he was eager to explore. And as he walked back across the campus, the memory of Mia's smile lingering in his mind, Sam knew that this was only the beginning.